a win in enemy territory. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who we'll be hearing from shortly. D.A., take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, you may ask why Scotty Barnes is so
He has. Not much has changed, has it, D.A.? Thank you. And now, Greg, that we're into the meat of the season, are you seeing any emerging trends out there?
For a few years, the trend had been guys shooting from farther and farther out. But, Kevin, I think we're seeing a return of the big man, a more concerted effort to attack the interior.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The forwards are Hayward and Washington. Martin is out there with Carr. And it's Williams at the 5, home in the paint. And for Toronto, the forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with Anunoby. And it's Looney in at center. Tip-off goes to Charlotte. Here is Carr. Shoots over VanVleet. Shots good by Carr.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
VanVleet passes to Barnes. Back to VanVleet. Knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin. Siakam against Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Fades and shoots. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
The mid-range isn't Siakam's go-to shot, but he can adjust to make it work.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Passes it to Anunoby. Fires the 3. They get it back. First quarter, just over a minute played. Carr, the pass to Hayward. And, oh, he jams it right over Scotty Barnes. Wow.
How about the hang time from Hayward, giving the crowd a show.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. VanVleet finds Barnes. Back to VanVleet for 3. Raptors get it back. Barnes passes to VanVleet. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Raptors ball.
Toronto shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Fred VanVleet at the line for 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And Fred VanVleet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin, VanVleet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load, increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
And again, no good by Toronto.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Shots good by Carr. Carr's got 5 now.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet.
He's heady, he's unselfish. All Van Vliet does is make winning plays.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Oh, my goodness. 5 straight coming out of the gate.
Siakam kicks to Barnes. Van Vliet wide open. That 3 off the mark.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Martin from outside, and it's the Hornets another 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For the Raptors, their last game a loss to the Trailblazers. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Van Vliet passes to Siakam.
And when you look at Pascal Siakam, he has only gotten better.
Yes, GA, having his best season the last 3 years, averaging over 20 points, and he's a rebounding machine.
The Raptors shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Siakam hits them both.
I think what you love about Pascal Siakam, he never stops working on his game, and he's self-motivated.
For 3, Hayward, and it's the Hornets another 3. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Now Carr, following the three-point attempt by Scotty Barnes. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. To the inside, Looney. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
The youngster, Scotty Barnes, has great vision.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Some changes for Toronto. Young's checked in for Kevon Looney. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Barnes. And Trent subbed in for OG Anunoby. And then for Charlotte, Nick Richards. He's checked in for Washington. Mikhailuk comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Rozier in for Cody Martin.
You know, if you guys know how to score like Gary Trent Jr., he can fill it up in any situation, firing off quality shots from inside or outside the arc.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Well, in my opinion, the way the 3 has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Here's Carr. Trains the three-pointer. Carr's got 10 points in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Trent against Rozier. Outside Porter, a 3-ball. No good on that one. And the Hornets now going the other way.
And Gary Trent Jr. certainly has some impressive stats as a result of his skills as a scorer.
Jay, how about 5 30-point games in a row? How about 9 threes in a single game? If he finds his rhythm, he can cause you a lot of trouble.
To the paint. Shots good by Boucher.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate was so open, he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
Charlotte leading by 10. Here's Carr, and he banks in the layup. 12 points for him.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Trent outside. Pass to Porter. And that one is off. And the Hornets now going the other way. Pass to Rozier from downtown. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Now, here's Trent. 17 points in his last outing.
Good work by Gary Trent Jr. to get in tight and draw the foul. He's at his best when he's assertive.
For Toronto, they've been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. And the Hornets making a change here. 4's checked in. Trent hits them both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
There's the pass to Thor. Over Boucher. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Carr against Van Vliet. Now the feed to Porter. And Young kicks to Van Vliet. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
He's always been confident. When Fred Van Vliet started to get minutes, it all came together.
And so it's Charlotte looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. We'll get right back to the action.
Get loud, Theo. It's time for your North.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Hornets here, guys.
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Looney into the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Hornets leading by 11. Williams for 3. Buries it from three-point range.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Passes it to Siakam. Looney with it. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Nice to see Looney getting involved with the slam there. An athletic player who provides some muscle for them around the rim.
Pass to Washington. Martin for 3, and it's the Hornets another 3.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success. D.A., thank you so much.
It tells me that you're watching. Have Bobby write something in the comment at the thing.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Anunoby with it. Williams picks him up. Hornets leading by 15. Outside, Martin fires the 3. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get ahead.
Toronto calls timeout. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the two.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Van Vliet with the bucket. Van Vliet's got 5 now.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Rozier for 3, and it's the Hornets another 3.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 19. It's stolen by Martin. From 15 feet away, and he drops that one in. Martin's got 8 points in the quarter.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
Looney passes to Anunoby. Launches a 3. He doesn't hit that one. And the Hornets now going the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
Trent's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Raptors trail by 21. Smitty OG Anunoby from the UK has had a nice impact on the game.
And he said he wants to grow the game in England. OG's hoping to open up some paths to the NBA for young players from the UK.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Turnover there, but for the most part, they've taken care of the basketball. That was one of the few mistakes they've really made.
Okay. I don't understand why I'm not being able to Huh?
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The quick look, no good that time.
I know, I'm trying to fix that right now.
Now here's Hayward. He has 5, and that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnovers.
And the Raptors with some changes. Young comes in for Looney, and it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Scotty Barnes. Raptors trail by 19, and Young kicks to Trent.
You just heard me again.
Young passes to Trent.
No, don't listen to me through mommy's phone.
Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Hornets leading by 17. Martin for 3. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
For 3.
Rozier's got his 3rd assist on the night. Siakam passes to Porter. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
Still Raptors ball.
Okay, so it might be a delay then. I'm trying to listen to see if there's a delay.
Siakam outside. Trent outside. Off target from 3-point range. The Hornets have gone a superb 7 of 7 from the field here in the second. And
Okay, so there's a couple minute delay on there, so you can hear me. Okay.
Charlotte again with the bucket.
It's good to see Rozier improving as a playmaker. Passes like this help make his guys better players.
Toronto calls timeout.
Your way, fans. Here they are, your North Side.
1:37 left now here in the second. Pass to Anunoby. Inside. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Anunoby.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Martin. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Poked away. Trent outside. Lets it go with a three. The rebound by Richards.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Martin with the bucket.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
No, I don't have 24 yet.
Anunoby against Rozier. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And it's denied. And they recover it. Here's Mikhailuk. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Mikhailuk's got his first points of the game.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Siakam kicks to Anunoby. Here's Young. It's blocked. The pass to Thor. Over Trent. Shots good by Thor. Thor's got his second bucket.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets.
53. Positioning team, 60.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. After the first two quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second.
If you go on quick, you see me on there too.
Here's Van Vliet.
Well, not now.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. The forwards are Hayward and Washington. Carr is out there with Cody Martin.
Hey.
And it's Richards in at the center position.
Right here. First with the ball. That's you.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
That's going to go back the other direction, but they've played a pretty clean game. Not many giveaways, and the score reflects that.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
For three, Van Vliet. A rebound by Washington.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Here's Carr. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to. Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences. Putting consistent pressure on this defense, just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Van Vliet outside. Passes it to Looney. Hayward against Barnes. Over Hayward. No good that time. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution, Sometimes the shot just don't go down.
Good on the triple.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
Takes the 13-footer. The Hornets pull it in.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
It's Martin on the wing. From deep three-point range, and they'll get another chance. Charlotte moving it around. Pass to Richards. Carr with the ball. Shoots the three. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Van Vliet kicks to Barnes. Pass to Trent. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Van Vliet's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Raptors. And Smitty, Fred Van Vliet has really come into his own as a starter.
He has, Kevin. He has proven he can run an offense. He's also a dynamic and confident scorer, and someone you can depend on to sink big-time shots.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. As Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Anunoby subbed in for Trent. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Williams is checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Van Vliet looking around. 6 on the shot clock. Tipped away. Washington inside. Working on Boucher. And that one good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Back to Van Vliet. Uncovered. Count the basket. And it's 13 points for Fred Van Vliet.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
And the foul on the closer. That's his first foul.
I don't get it. He was so efficient in the first half, 0 turnovers, but since the break, he's been a disaster.
The Raptors making a switch here. Young's checked in. Toronto's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Van Vliet against Carr. Van Vliet attacking. Lays it up off the glass. Van Vliet's got 10 points here in the second half.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
Shot from 12. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Van Vliet's got 12 now in this quarter.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Shots good by Carr.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
The pass to Boucher. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And when you talk about Chris Boucher, an impressive forward who brings a lot to the table.
And Boucher is one of those guys, Smitty, you love having in your rotation.
Kevin, he can score, rebound, and defend very well, and has shown a willingness to want to get better, which is something you love to see.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, from what I've heard, Chris Boucher has a great attitude about his game, and he's always looking for ways to improve.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Nick Richards. He's checked in for Williams. Mikhailuk comes in for P.J. Washington. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Martin. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Hornets. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Scotty Barnes.
Porter.
1:31 left in the third. Back to Hayward. Shot on the wing. Again, the Hornets score.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Porter looking it over. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
Raptors ball.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
And the technical free throw is good.
You have to love Fred VanVleet's sheer tenacity out on the floor. He doesn't allow himself to be intimidated on either end and always comes at you with his best.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Charlotte. 59 seconds left to play here in the third. Porter passes to Boucher. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
A difficult guy to match up with. Boucher can cause your defense serious problems.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for two.
And he makes the first.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
So he gets them both. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Ball.
.52 seconds left in the third quarter. VanVleet outside. Young finds Porter. Now Anunoby. Rozier defending. Lock at 6. No one near Boucher as he lets it go. And he comes up with the deuce. Porter's got his first 2 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Shot's good by Carr.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Carr against VanVleet. There's 10 seconds left to play in the third. Count that one. VanVleet's got 20 points.
This is what happens when Fred gets into a rhythm. His whole offensive game rises to another level.
Shot's good by Carr.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Charlotte just dominating this one. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Porter is out there with Young. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Back to Van Vliet. It's up a 3. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Van Vliet's got 18 points just in the second half.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
And it's Rozier missing. The Raptors shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Trent with the wide open look. The three-pointer off the mark. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Williams banked in off the glass.
Mark Williams.
Ain't popped up yet, buddy.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now.
Okay.
Van Vliet kicks to Trent. Raptors moving the ball around, and he gets it to go.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Trent, left side. Right side, Porter. That one a little long. The Hornets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And there's Rozier on the assist by Williams.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Van Vliet kicks to Trent. Martin against Porter. Pass to Van Vliet beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Washington's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Pass to Trent. Will it go? Hands it from downtown.
For a shooter as confident as Gary Trent Jr., there's no hesitation.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, the Hornets have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Took him no time at all on that one. And that's now 37 points for the closer.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
So much sharper, so much more efficient with his shot this half. Just taking what the defense allows.
Carr, the pass to Rozier. And another 3 for Charlotte.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Outside, Porter. From deep, Trent. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Gary takes a lot of threes, and you see why.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Gorgeous reverse. Terrific body control in traffic.
Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he said, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
The Raptors have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Benton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his 3rd personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Raptors, Delano Banton. taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Here it's going to be a little bit of a delay, but it says you roll high, mommy.
The Hornets have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Martin finds Williams. Here's Carr, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
For 3.
Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Barton. 1:44 left in the fourth. And the pass to Boucher. 5 on the clock. Here's Lamb. A three-pointer is right on target. Lamb's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. From deep. Carr, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hornets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the closer.
Woo, he put on a clinic tonight. Terrific vision, sees the whole floor, and he hits guys in their spots with pinpoint dimes.
Passes to Banton. It's blocked. They get it back. And the shot's good from Boucher. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Martin the pass to Carr. Now, here's Washington. Boucher defending. And yes, it's good.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And the dunk by Boucher.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an effective